Dear God, thank you for this day, a day to celebrate our accomplishments with our classmates, friends, family, and school faculty. God, thank you for guiding us through the past 18 years and keeping us safe, for loving us unconditionally as we found ourselves through these high school years. Thank you for every single person in our class and all the good times we've shared for our families who have helped us through all the rough days. God, thank you for the teachers who invested in us with their knowledge and support. Thank you for your love and leadership. Please be with us throughout this ceremony and as we celebrate with our loved ones. Help keep us safe as we go our separate ways, as some leave for college, the military, or the workforce, and as we all find our place in this world. Thank you for loving us, God. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Hi, I'm Matt Sapp, inviting you to come see us at Dexter Meat Company. Our fresh cut meats include cube steak, stew beef, chuck roast, chuck eye steak, ground beef, ground chuck, and if you love steaks, you'll really love our New York strip, T-bone, and our ribeye and choice or prime cuts. And our marinated steaks have a distinctive taste that you'll be sure to love. We invite all our neighbors to come see us for the freshest cut of meat. Remember, we cater to. Call ahead and we'll have it fixed for you. Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, Saturday 8 to 6.
This stop was put in the made four-way intersection on April the 24th of this year. If I'm not mistaken, we had 2 fatalities in 2018 in this intersection, and so far this year we haven't had any, and we're hoping this is going to alleviate that problem. Complete stop is a total cessation of movement. That means you are at a dead stop. You're not still rolling, you are stopped. The wheels are no longer turning on that vehicle. That is a stop.
Need documents destroyed? Then call Shred Cycle at 272-0595. Shred it and forget it with Shred Cycle. What makes Medical Park Pharmacy and Tomlinson Pharmacy different than the big chains? People. You'll see friends and neighbors on both sides of the counter. We go the extra mile, and you can always count on compassion and professionalism. If you hate going to your big chain pharmacy and waiting, then come to Medical Park Pharmacy, 2406 Bellevue Road, or Tomlinson Pharmacy, 108 Rose Street in downtown Dublin, where your prescriptions are filled in minutes, not hours. Save money and time at Medical Park and Tomlinson Pharmacies. Our family, caring for your family.
Good morning. We all know who comes to mind when we hear the words, life is all about choices. Your life is the summation of every choice you have made thus far. We have all chosen to do whatever necessary to be graduating this morning. We have chosen to show up for chemistry tutoring at 7 in the morning to ensure that we pass our stoichiometry test. We have chosen to study and push ourselves to have the opportunity to obtain our diplomas. Good choices. The definition of a good choice is hard to pinpoint, but I think Philippians 4:8 puts it perfectly. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever is true. As we move to college or the workforce, we should present honest work that is ours alone. Whatever is noble, whatever is right. Act with integrity. Integrity is what we do when no one is watching. Choose to do what is right solely because it is right. Whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable. If our choices and actions were imitated by those younger than us, would it be a positive reflection? If anything is excellent or praiseworthy, are our actions and choices reputable? Is what we are doing worthy of praise? The Skills USA pledge states, I pledge to honor and respect my vocation in such a way as to bring repute to myself. We are adults now who are completely accountable for our choices. Galatians 5:3, you, my brothers and sisters, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. Rather, serve one another humbly in love. Make the choice to love others. 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, bad company corrupts good morals. Choose to surround yourselves with positive influences. Like Coach Pollock says, life is all about choices. But there is a second part. As long as you can handle the consequences. In Psalm chapter 1 it states, blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. Find your delight in the Lord and make choices that bring glory and honor to him. Later in the chapter it says, the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked leads to destruction. Class of 2019, always remember, good choices are accompanied by good consequences. Thank you.
Happy Saturday. Ladies, gentlemen, parents, teachers, faculty, friends, good morning. Today, we're here to celebrate Class of 2019's achievements in the form of a graduation ceremony. One day, you're 17 and you're planning for someday. And then quietly, without really noticing, someday is today. And then someday is yesterday. And this is your life. This quote really hit home for me. College seemed like such a long way from the beginning of senior year, but now it's getting closer by the second. And I'm not sure how I'll live on my own when I don't feel a day older than 12. We all started off as little kids who had dreams of going places and doing things that we now would laugh about. Of course, we have different dreams and aspirations since then, but our imagination won't be as bright. Our future goals will probably consist of nothing but succeeding in our careers and making money. That shouldn't be the case. Thinking about the past has me wondering, will we remember the times when popping firecrackers was amusing? Or when flooding the bathroom in 8th grade became the new cool? Or when sticking paper clips in sockets was funny? How about the 1 week you were allowed to think outside the box and dress crazy? We surely cannot forget the times when we would do anything to get happy Hodge helpers, like passing out while giving blood. These may sound like unintelligent things Class of 19 did, but that's what separates us from the rest. I could stand here and talk about the amazing teachers we had and the not so interesting things we learned. But I believe I need to discuss a skill that we perfected as a class during these 4 years: procrastination. I was never one to procrastinate, but then senior year came along and I got extremely sick with senioritis. I was overcome with joy when I found out I was salutatorian, but instantly was brought back to reality when I thought, oh no, I have to write my own speech. This is where the cliche, work smarter, not harder fits. I decided to do the one thing most of us do when writing a paper: look up examples of the topic. However, after reading those other speeches, I realized that those were not going to help me write a speech that is supposed to come straight from the heart and, of course, memories. This brings me to the subject of our generation. We are the epitome of memes. Through memes, we connect in various ways, and many friendships were made on the sole basis of sending memes and group chats. These past few years, we've all been discovering ourselves, whether it be in academics, sports, or just interacting with those around us. Life was all about winning regions, going to football games and hear our band kill it in the stands, chanting in the student section, and cheering our friends on through rain and sunshine, taking toilet paper from the school bathroom and rolling each other's houses during homecoming week, going to the lake with friends, and sometimes just skipping school because we didn't feel like going. Throughout our elementary, middle, and high school years, we've all struggled at one time or another. From walking in the third block to shoving each other in the hallway while ignoring one another's presence, I can surely say this has been one heck of a ride. Freshman year, class of 2019 walked the halls of West Lawrence unsure of themselves, bewildered by their surroundings. But then came senior year. The same class of 2019 walked the halls with complete confidence and just a little bit of rowdiness. This class has definitely lived by the motto, we're here for a good time, not a long time. For instance, prom. Prom was a hectic period for students, parents, and teachers. That was one day where there was just no controlling our obnoxious sides. During our rowdy football games, there have been incidents where we were too boisterous. Speaking of football, let's take a moment to reminisce Coach Respert's Cavs. I'm sure he got that bill from doing all those 6 inches in team sports. This brings me to Raider Jacks. A quick shout out to all who stood in front of me while doing those, because I don't exercise. Although I rarely did the stretches, I'm very thankful for the fact that we all know now how to do a Saigon squat. Thank you, Coach Respert, once again. In all seriousness, some of my favorite high school moments occurred in a PE class, and we're all going to miss the coaches that were very lenient on our push-ups. Throughout our high school journey, we have faced and overcome many obstacles. We can all attest to staying up till the crack of dawn to finish projects last minute, because why do it today when you can do it the night before, right? Thank you to SparkNotes for summarizing all those books we refused to read, and Quizlet for being our best friend in desperate times of need. Some of the best feelings came from turning in Miss Tyler's dictionary project that made us question our sanity, Miss Hodges' timeline project that made me question our measurements, Miss Floyd's literary magazine that really made us question our time management skills, and not to forget the most recent one that has made us question our childhood, Miss Crutchfield's Lorax project. 2 struggles that almost every senior out here can relate to are EverFi, a curse put upon economics classes, and News ELA, where you barely pass if you miss one question. We cannot forget all those plays the drama club put together that we attended in order to gain extra credit points in our English classes. The funny part is that all of the oversleeping, undersleeping, and all-nighters to finish those essays we put off till last minute made us feel like the most accomplished students to walk on earth. We've had fun and sad journeys along the way, but these journeys put together made us who we are. After today, we may never see each other again because we'll begin a new adventure called life. Some of us will go straight into the workforce, while some will join the military. Some may go to college and possibly even come back to live under their parents' roof to pay off debt. However, I'll remember the hugs and smiles that were exchanged, the tears that were shed, and the memories that were made. People will have ups and downs in life, but it's the journey that teaches you the most. And for me, this journey comprised of the last 14 years. We've all been working hard to get to this stage in life, and in the process, we never realized how middle school memories turn into high school stories. Students, be sad, because this is a final goodbye to some of your friends. Parents, be sad, because your children are going off on their own. But everyone as a whole, be proud, because today marks the first day of the rest of our lives. Nonetheless, high school is not the end of our lives. It's just the end of the first chapter in the rest of our story. From playing ping pong on a broken half table to playing foursquare and knocking down ceiling tiles, I am proud to say that this is the class of 2019. Today's graduation isn't simply a liberation from high school. It's a final celebration of all the good and bad times, the stressful yet amazing teachers, the friendships made, and most importantly, a celebration of the future that awaits us all. Thank you all for an amazing 4 years, and I hope everyone has cherished memories to carry into the new journey of life. God bless this class of 2019. Thank you.
Got a graduation party planned for that special someone? Then turn to Maryland Fried Chicken and let us help you fix it up right. We've got all the following specials now through July 4th. A 3-piece chicken tender dinner with fries and a drink, $5.99. 2-piece dark chicken, 2 regular sides, biscuit and drink for $6.25. 1-piece pork chop dinner, 2 regular sides, biscuit and drink for $6.25. And our hamburger steak dinner includes 2 regular sides, biscuit and drink for $6.25. For that graduation party, family reunion, or just get together, our 50-piece mixed chicken, only $50, or a 20-piece wing and fry, $13.99. Dublin's Maryland Fried Chicken, 801 North Jefferson Street in Dublin. At Dublin Deli and Seafood in the Kroger Shopping Center, we now have online ordering. For faster service, you can now order and pay online at dublindeli.com. And on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 5 p.m. till close, senior citizens get a 10% discount. Kids eat for 99 cents with an adult meal purchase. And don't forget, Wednesdays, spaghetti. And don't forget, Wednesdays, it's spaghetti with side salad and garlic toast, only $6.99. Check out our monthly specials at Dublin Deli and Seafood in the Kroger Shopping Center in Dublin.
There's no way I could address you all without first expressing thanks and appreciation on behalf of myself and the class of 2019 to everyone who's helped us get to this exciting moment. We thank, first of all, God for his grace and guidance. It's only because of him that we were able to get to this point. We thank you, our parents, for your endless love, support, and patience. We thank you, teachers, administrators, Board of Education, coaches, club advisors, for your influence and motivation both in and outside of the classroom. West Lawrence High School cafeteria staff, we thank you for feeding us chicken every single day. We thank you, Quizlet.com and SparkNotes.com, for being our favorite reliable sources. And we thank you, Paper, for being the best temporary patch for the holes in our jeans when we walk past the office. About 4 years ago, I sat here in the stadium and watched my first West Lawrence football game. I had heard so many positive things from my new peers and community about the band, the potential for the new season, and the spirit of the fans. So naturally, my expectations were really high for my new school. Before the pre-game performance, I looked at this hill behind me and saw the Raider Brigade standing proudly against the fence with their instruments and spotless white and blue uniforms. At this point, I was expecting some sort of synchronized march to the field, but to my surprise, I hear a battle cry, and they begin charging down the hill at full force. If you've never watched this take place, trust me, it's quite an experience, and accomplishes the goal of being intimidating. But as I continued to watch, I noticed an eager band member proceed to trip and tumble down the hill while he almost gets trampled by the tuba section. This kid left quite an first impression on me, and the field, if you know what I mean. However, what left more of an impression was his peer, who took the time to stop amidst the chaos, help his fallen band member to his feet, and walk with him to join the rest of the band. It was inspiring to see a student make this simple and humble act of kindness in front of a stadium full of people. It's even more inspiring to hear of a man who made a similar humble act of kindness in front of absolutely no one. About 2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ stood near a hill and told a parable I'm sure most of you are familiar with. However, I encourage you to listen intently because familiarity does not diminish the story's importance. A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side. So too, a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper. Look after him, he said, and when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense you may have. Which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers? The expert in the law replied, "The one who had mercy on him." Jesus told him, "Go and do likewise." Right now, we are all standing proudly, ready to run with spirit into the next chapter of our lives. We are ready to begin walking down a new path to college, into the workforce, or into the military. With this in mind, I could stand before you today and tell you to go and chase your ambitions. Go fill your bank accounts. Go chase your dreams. But I'd rather tell you the words of Christ. Go and do likewise. Be a good Samaritan. Be a friend to the one who falls. Love without expecting anything in return. Serve without waiting for an invitation. Be intentionally compassionate. We all have the potential to be a good friend and be a good Samaritan, just like we all have the potential to be the one who trips and the one left in critical condition. The future may hold a crisis, maybe something even worse than the outfits we wore as freshmen or this heat, but we have nothing to fear when we can trust each other to sacrificially love and serve, and more importantly, trust the one who gave the ultimate sacrifice of love and service. I have full confidence that each and every one of you has the potential to do great things, because greatness does not equate popularity, wealth, or an impressive resume. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love." We have spent the last 4 years cramming for tests, memorizing formulas, and writing papers, but we leave here with more than our diplomas. We leave here with unforgettable memories and lifelong friends. We leave here with a new family. You have every reason to be proud, to be excited, to be grateful, to celebrate this accomplishment and the close to this chapter of our lives. But let's enter the next chapter with the same excitement, gratitude, and passion as we continue learning to love and serve. There's no better way I could end this address without again expressing my thanks and appreciation. Thank you again, parents, grandparents, our family that goes beyond blood, teachers, coaches, and administrators for helping make this dream of ours reality. Thank you to the kid who tripped down the hill and helped inspire the speech. Thank you, Jesse Jones, for asking me every week since Christmas to mention you. And thank you, class of 2019, for this new family. Congratulations.
At this time, I would like to introduce the following special guest. Please stand as I call your name. Superintendent Dr. Dan Brigman. Associate Superintendent Dr. Rhonda Hightower. Our Lawrence County Board members. Board Chairman Mr. Kenny Stewart. Vice Chairwoman Ms. Kathy Sweat. Reverend James Brown. Mr. Kevin Malone. And Mr. Kenny Payne.
All right, as Coach Sharp always says, it's another great day at West Lawrence High School. It is an honor and privilege to represent the faculty and staff of West Lawrence High School in presenting the Jesse Hobbs Scholarship. But first, I would like to recognize members of the Raider staff who will be retiring this year. Please stand as I call your name. Miss Nancy Sellers. Some of you may be wondering who was Jesse Hobbs. My Uncle Jesse graduated as star student from Dexter High School in 1963. He began his teaching career at Lawrence High, then was drafted in the U.S. Army and served one tour in Vietnam. Later, he became an original faculty member of West Lawrence High School. Uncle Jesse began his coaching career in 1977 and coached boys and girls basketball and was the first Lady Raiders softball coach. Coach Hobbs was an excellent teacher and served as a mentor to many young teachers. Faith, family, and integrity were values he strongly believed in. He always demonstrated a hard work ethic and eagerness to better himself and the people he was around. In 1986, Coach Hobbs suffered a massive heart attack and died after coaching the Lady Raiders basketball team to victory in the Vidalia Thanksgiving tournament. The faculty and staff of West Orange High School, as well as members of the community, contributed to help establish this scholarship to be awarded every year at graduation. Special thanks this year to Morris Bank, who generously donated to this year's scholarship, and to Brantley Awards, who donates the plaque every year. The criteria used to select this year's nominee included academic achievement, contribution to school and community, need, but above all, outstanding character. The class of 2019 is a great and very special class, and there are many deserving students. It is an honor to award this year's scholarship to Gracie Drew Johnson.
Congratulations to the class of 2019 from Farmers State Bank. Life is filled with milestones, and Farmers State Bank recognizes these accomplishments by saluting our graduates from Dublin and Lawrence County, our lenders, customer service professionals, mortgage experts, and the entire team at Farmers State Bank. Look forward to building relationships and helping you to reach the next milestone in your life. Reaching your financial goal is as easy as FSB. Farmers State Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dustin Gay. I'm a local orthopedic surgeon with Houston Clinic Orthopedics, and we'd really like to invite everybody to come out to our new office facility to take a look at it. It's a larger space with physical therapy, and we're just excited to have it, and we'd love for people to come out and visit us.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
Find new roads in a new Chevrolet. Dublin Chevrolet is offering employee pricing on all remaining 2018 Silverados. Right now, with this offer, you can save over $12,000 on a new Crew Cab Z71 LT Chevy. And this month, 0% financing is available on all 2019 Silverados. Find your new Chevy today at Dublin Chevrolet.
Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you will ever need.
I love you too, Bradley. Parent, 6 letters that were fit together in an attempt to encompass a job that seems almost unimaginable. 6 letters do not seem like enough to successfully communicate the things they've done for us. Perhaps 10 letters would be more sufficient. 10 letters that form dedication, a trait every good parent possesses. Dedication as we grow mature, dedication as we strive for greatness and sometimes fail. Dedication as we succeed and find new obstacles to surmount. Dedication during late-night projects because procrastination is a real problem. Dedication when driving late at night to pick us up from away games. Dedication when taking us to friends' houses, doctor's appointments, and spring break practices. How about 11 letters in the shape of reassurance? After all, where would we be without those late-night talks? tear-filled phone calls and heartfelt hugs, when it felt like our lives were over, when we felt utterly defeated. It was you who comforted us, who made us feel like maybe we would live to see tomorrow. During breakups and first date jitters, before interviews and varsity tryouts, after our first bad grade and our last home game, on our first day, our final day, and everyone in between, you were there with a smile and a "you got this." Generosity, 10 letters of invaluable kindness. Generous with your time, generous with your help, generous with your advice. Hours freely given to help us find the perfect college, and hours more reading application essays. Past mistakes offered up on a platter in hopes of stopping the repetition of history. Advice we didn't want to hear, but definitely needed to. Help offered even when we pretend to know it all. Working for hours so we could have the prom dress of our dreams or a car that would run. Time is money, they say, and the time you have given us is priceless. There aren't enough adjectives in the world to describe what you gave to us, but perhaps 4 letters would suffice. Love. Love despite our flaws, despite our differences, despite our arguments. Love that binds families, even when blood doesn't. Love for those here and those who left too soon. Love that, even in times of defeat, provides the light to motivate and guide us forward. Love that celebrates our victories, even the small ones. Parents, from the West Lawrence graduating class of 2019, thank you.
From the time we walked in those front doors to cheering on Friday night football scores, we're not just a regular class anymore. We're family with one another deep down to the core. We've been through a lot, to say the least. Oh, the memories we've made, may this bond never cease. From mooning Miss Hodge to burning our hair, no doubt our class is full of flair. We've stolen Chromebooks just for fun, or taken them to the bathroom to get our work done. Just goes to show you how we boast. They only cost $12 at most. Junior year, we got our free phone zone at lunch. No more hiding over our phones with a hunch. Administration listened to our beg, but regretted it when Mr. Gay's head ended up on an egg. So many laughs happened in the parking lot, speeding in and out but don't get caught. Honking our horns as loud as we can, trying to beat someone's train horn, or that was the plan. Sophomore year of get ourselves together days turned into senior year. I want to stay home. Can I please find a way? We went from doing mimping every day to maybe we'll finish Everfi someday. Early morning and late night Waffle House runs were always so great if you had the right ones. Speeding to school to get to first, only a few got tickets at worst. The late night study groups where we talked more than we studied, oops, only to stress the next day, knowing we should have spent our time in a better way. The rainbow packet always saved us, knowing Hodge would give it to us without a fuss. And don't forget Happy Hodge Helpers too. Without those, we wouldn't know what to do. Giving blood was a service we all wanted to do until the needle was in and our face was blue. Some passed out and some turned pale. We needed those Hodge Helpers. We couldn't fail. Saigon squats kicked us into shape, and warming up with the coaches had no escape. Intense games of foursquare or wiffle ball where Allie Good never played fair. Ping pong became a daily thing until the table was broke with just one swing. Our Raider Jacks were always wrong, and we never finished our 2 laps strong. Look around at who you have now. It's crazy to think that they won't be here somehow. From protecting our country to saving lives, everyone has a place for which they strive. We all have this bond that cannot be broken, but it's mainly off things that cannot be spoken. Late nights of pointless laughter that gave us a smile the morning after. This whole time, we didn't know we were making memories. We were having fun, but this was a summary. I love so many people here. Thank you for making this such a great senior year.
is a rare, beautiful, and precious metal whose market attracts wise investors. Treasured as a store of value for those thousands of years, it is an important and secure asset that has stood the test of time. Its color is associated with a high degree of excellence, wealth, and honor. The golden cords are awarded to students who maintain superior character, high academic standards, and an average of 90 or above throughout their high school careers. As the wise investors seek this precious metal, the wise students seek a high degree of excellence in their character and academics. Achieving gold comes with a high price, as does achieving high academic standards. Hard work, sweat, and time must be sacrificed in order to obtain gold. Investing in one's school career is no different. Staying focused, being responsible, and balancing priorities are a few of the characteristics of honors students. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our parents, families, friends, teachers, and administrators for contributing to our academic excellence. Your support has seen us through our 4-year journey at West Orange High School. Mr. Kenny Stewart, please present our honor cords at this time.
Congratulations, class of 2019, from everyone at Century 21 Durden Cornegay Realty. Remember, knowledge is power, and choosing Century 21 Durden Cornegay as your real estate company, you'll always have up-to-date information on the local market, prompt and professional service, and satisfaction guaranteed. That's what you'll get when you're dealing with the #1 realty company in the area. For more information, visit c21dublin.com. Call us at 272-1535 or visit Century 21 Durden Cornegay at 1700 Veterans Boulevard in Dublin. Broker George Durden. It's time for real help and real solutions. Steel Dealer Days are here. With limited time pricing on select steel equipment, there's no better time than now to visit Cullen Supply and Engine Service. Right now, save $20 off the MS-170 chainsaw or choose from any of our hard-working grass trimmers, starting at just $129.95. When you buy the BGA 56 battery blower set, you save $30 off the FSA 56 battery trimmer. Get them both for only $319.90. Steel has equipment that you need to get the job done. Visit Cullen Supply and Engine Service, 910 East Jackson Street in Dublin, 826 Harris Street, Sandersville. You can count on Cullens. Badcock Home Furniture and More is your home store, where you'll find great savings on new living room sets, sofas, love seats, recliners, and more. Badcock Home Furniture and More has great savings every day on bedding and bedroom sets. Shop Badcock Home Furniture and More for a great selection of dining room sets. And save every day on electronics and appliances at Badcock Home Furniture and More, 1927 Highway 441 South in Dublin. Call 275-3144 for more information, or stop by and see Wendy and Tim Sumner or any of their friendly staff today at Badcock and More Home Furniture Store, where no credit is ever refused.
I want a few special thank yous before we get started. I'd like to thank our two directors for graduation program, Coach Jeff Clayton and Ms. Holly Bill. Thank you for directing this program for us. A special thank you to Jeff Johnson and his team down in our construction program who built our new stage. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. We started something new this year. It's our first year ever. This is our largest class ever to go into the military. If you have been accepted and passed MEPS and received your military cord, please stand at this time. We'd like to thank you for your future service. Would each candidate for graduation in the class of 2019 come forward as your name is called? Superintendent Dr. Dan Brigman, Lawrence County Board of Education, board members, West Lawrence High School teachers, parents, and honored guests, I hereby proudly certify that the members of the class of 2019 have met all requirements as specified by the Georgia Department of Education. And further, each is entitled to receive the diploma for which he or she is going to be recognized.
Valedictorian, Emily Ann Johnson. Salutatorian, Pooja Samir Patel. Honor graduate, Sydney Elise Haynes. Honor graduate, Kendall Lane Morton. Honor graduate, Miralee Yvette Schaefer. Honor graduate, Hannah Marie Brantley. Honor graduate, Kaylee Caroline Perry. Honor graduate, Gracie Drew Johnson. Honor graduate, Abby Rose Stevens. Honor graduate, Carter Bailey Pope. Honor graduate, Anna Scott Elizabeth Paul Hill. Honor graduate, Lois Lee Grizzard. Honor graduate, Grace Ann Alligood. Honor graduate, Savannah Lona Birch. Honor graduate, Nathan William Touchberry. Honor graduate, Allison Paige Wallace. Honor graduate, Cassie Marie Stanzel. Honor graduate, Jordan Faith Hughes. Honor graduate, Avery Christine Souza. Honor graduate, Allie Grace Johnston. Honor graduate, Mallory Erin Powell. Honor graduate, Ziani Sanjuria Stevens. Honor graduate, Haley Kiera Bennett. Honor graduate, McKinley Nehemiah Kemp. Honor graduate, Brock Weston Wynn. Honor graduate, Madison Paige Sewell. Honor graduate, Miranda Laurel Thigpen. Honor graduate, Evan John Hall. Honor graduate, Callie Rebecca Gibson. And Callie will also be receiving her Associate Degree of Science in General Studies from Georgia Military College. Honor graduate, Mackenzie Joyce Dyer. Honor graduate, Bradley Christopher Rohde. Honor graduate, Zachary Caleb Hall.
Goes on!
Honor graduate, Emily Taylor Davis. Honor graduate, Riley Shay King. Honor graduate, Alyssa A. Reed. Honor graduate, Caitlin Renee Knowles. Honor graduate, Meredith Rose Tuvel. Honor graduate, Natalie Danielle Scarborough. Honor graduate, Mary Kate Powell. Honor graduate, Elizabeth Grace Outlaw. Honor graduate, Kaylee Ashlyn Williams. Honor graduate, Alessandra Liana Herrera. Honor graduate, Eric Thomas Holmes, Jr. Honor graduate, Madeline Amelia McDonald. Honor graduate, Taylor Leo Duke. Honor graduate, Era Bell Stevens. Honor graduate, McCartney Josie Howell. Honor graduate, Lindsay Ray Lofton. Honor graduate, Ashlyn Faith Brown. Honor graduate, Harley Joyce Newman. And Harley will also be receiving her Associate Degree of Science in General Studies from Georgia Military College. Honor graduate, Mary Elizabeth Brown. Honor graduate, Cameron Lane Brownlee. Honor graduate, Mackenzie Allison Carswell. Honor graduate, Sabrina Danielle Rogers. Honor graduate, Carmen Ray Graham. And Carmen is also receiving her Associate's Degree of General Science from Georgia Military College. Honor graduate, Michaela Naomi Kemp. Honor graduate, Lauren Cassidy Solomon. Honor graduate, Katie Nicole Rogers. Honor graduate, Logan Patrick McGowan. Honor graduate, Caitlin Cheyenne Hammock. Honor graduate, Angelina Lynn Young. Honor graduate, Mackenzie Caitlin Rochelle. And McKinley is also receiving her Associate's Degree of Science in General Studies from Georgia Military College. Honor graduate, Jacob Ellington Helton. Honor graduate, Reese Jackson Woodard. Honor graduate, Autumn Rain Charisma Dudley. Honor graduate, Mackenzie Lynn Shepard. And Mackenzie is also receiving her Associate Degree of Science in General Studies from Georgia Military College. Honor graduate, Jalen Lakeem Baker. Honor graduate, Elizabeth Renee Miller. Honor graduate, Hardin Dupree Knight. Honor graduate, Shakari Amaya Taylor. Honor graduate, Jalea Bianca Wright. Honor graduate, Taekwon Marquez Smith. Honor graduate, Samantha Kelly Floyd. Honor graduate, Camden Wilkes Jackson. Honor graduate, Emma K. Powell. Honor graduate, Jalen Elizabeth Malachi. Honor graduate, Jackson Lee Howard. Honor graduate, Miranda Lynn Collins. Honor graduate Peyton Renee Strickland. Honor graduate Kaylee Michelle Young. Honor graduate Trent Kisam Carr. Honor graduate Shelby Taylor Sharp. Honor graduate Kiana Nashay Holmes. Honor graduate Andrew Farrell Nichols. Honor graduate Leslie Christine Balcom. Honor graduate Labrian Mayan Travick. Honor graduate Connor Michael Milton. Honor graduate Ivy Gerald Phillips. Honor graduate Jackson Bryce Kicklighter. Honor graduate Logan Marie Harrell. Honor graduate Alexandria Joe Stevens. Honor graduate Jana Gail Herron. Honor graduate William James Nobles. Honor graduate Santeria Shanquez Watts. Let's give a round of applause for all of our honor graduates. Brooke Maria Aber. Patrick Breyer Adcock. Caesar Leonel Aguirre. Garrett Evan Amerman. Mallory Shigeko Amerman. Ethan Clark Anderson. Cooper Riley Andrews. Marshall Connor Bailey. Samuel Jacob Bass. Zaria Ranadia Kanique Battle. Jenna Lynn Beasley. Pierce Dakota Bojay. Eris Faith Boland. Shelby Nicole Boyd. Aaron Jaden Bracewell. Bailey Charlene Bracewell. And Bailey is also receiving an associate degree of science and pre-nursing from Georgia Military College. Jamie Bernard Brantley, Jr. James Talmadge Britton. Dawson Stephen Brooks. Haley Christian Bryant. Emmy Nicole Bush. Matthew Travon Butler. Miguel Traquan Butler. Jessica LaCoria Carr. Kaylee Lane Clark. Hunter Madison Clay. Lee J. Malachi Collins. Camille McKinnon Cook. Kathleen Ann Crombie. Terrence Simeon Cromwell. Dominique Clayton Crumpton. Kylie Nicole Saluzniak. Kristen Lee Davis. Lindsay Ashlyn Davis. Taquisha Amaya Najee Davis. Alexander Jamal Dimmons. Jatoria Karen Dix. Cameron Luke Davazio. Antisha Jaiya Dudley. Dorian Antoine Edmond. Madison LaShawn Edmond. Tanaze Ari Edmond. Anthony Arnez Edwards Jr. Keith Tyrone Edwards. Miori Emilian Imar Ellington. Kara Marie Elton. Benjamin Jermaine Irvin Jr. Damon Marcus Evans. Elizabeth Grace Evans. Amani Ari Farmer. Kamikia Chantel Farrar. Jakaya Tanasia Floyd. James Dalton Foskey. Ethan Matu Foster. Kevin Franco. Carrie Marie Franks. Jonathan Tyrus Gaylor. Matthew James Garner. Mason David Garrett. Robert William Giddens. Adriana Jameer Gilly. Zachary Andrew Goltz. Campbell Patrick Grady. Noah Brennan Grantham. Mashayla Sierra Green. Summer Zandria Gilmet. Caleb Don Hagenson.
Excellent job.
Timotheus Rashawn Princeton Hall. Lauren O'Lean Hammock. Kirika Lawan Harris. Ramaje Zacchaeus Hazley. Skylar Jordan Henry. Jared Angel Herrera. Dynasty Danae Herring. James Benton Hogan. Cassidy Alexis Holt. Daryl Lane Holt. Telvin Lacobe Hood. Joshua Hunter Horn. Quinlan DeBridge Horn. Alicia Simone Howard. Elizabeth Faye Howell. Nigel Marquise Hudson. Clayton Lee Hughes. Jose Cruz Ibarra Flores. DeMarquavius Rodriguez Lawan Jacobs. Eric Reginald Johnson Jr. Michaela Alyssa Johnson. Malik Rashard Jolly. Jadarian Quishan DeTravis Jones. Jesse Joshua Jones. Ricky Jamal Jones. Rontavius Monteus Jones. Raina Bailey Kinsler. Chandler Austin Laird. Jared Blake Latham. Deanna Jade Lewis. Nigel Nakel Linder. Jesse Mackenzie Logan. David Ashley Lord Jr. Camilla Adriana Mack. Quinzavius Keyshawn Mack. Carly Carolyn Maddox. Cody Ryan Martin. Iva Marie Mathis. Marley Danielle McElveen. Anley Catherine Meeks. Gregory Brandon Meeks. Joshua Anthony Messenger. Lucas James Miller. Philip Bernard Moore Jr. Christopher Jeffrey Mullis. Charles Naria Perez. Haven Sierra Newsom. Peyton Lee O'Neill. Olafemi Nigel Oshade. Makara Janae Owens. Taylor Alexis Patterson.
Congratulations, young lady. God bless.
Brittany Gabrielle Haldo. David John Perry.
God bless.
Dalton Lane Persinger. Shire Rainier Pippin.
Congratulations. God bless.
Laquanae LaReese Pittman. Tyrese Jermaine Pittman. Tyler Cole Reagan. Alex Chandler Reagan. Nakaya Jamise Redding. Hunter Willis Lee Rhodes. Caitlin Corinne Ridgway. Kaylin Grace Robertson. Farron Elon Roberts. Jessie Marie Robinson. Kiana Laretha Robinson. Cole Mason Rogers. Michaela Ayana Rozier. Janaya Oriana Salter. Shelby Lee Sanders.
Shelby!
Madison Leanne Sawyer. Braden James Scott.
Great job. Congratulations.
Shay Kelsey Schillenberg. Caitlin Daviana Sinclair. Joshua Logan Smith. Peyton Tyler Smith. Shermichael Jatavius Tyrese Smith. Skylar Slade Souls. DeQuinlan Lorenzo Savorius Stewart. Michaela Hope Stewart. Cynthia Taylor Stokes. Evan Schrader Stokes. Jarrell LaShawn Thomas. Michael James Thompson. Caleb Dawson Todd. Jason Tuco.
Congratulations.
Dalton Chase Tyson. Macy Madeline Upshaw. Paola Melissa Urbina Monsivas. Devin LaShawn Victram. Abby Faith Wade. DeAndre Rashard Wally. Brianna Jade Warner. Alana Dashara Watkins. Andrew Thomas Watson. Taylor Rose Watson. Ashley Jordan Welch. Michael Damon Wesley. Carter Bennington West. Khalil Trayvon White. Katoris Jamon Williams. Faith Hope Wood. Jalen Shamar Wright. Let's give a round of applause to our 2019 senior class.
Dublin Ford Lincoln, yeah, we're coming at you strong. Don't let them deals scare you, no, don't sound the alarm. Prices dropping so fast, you'll have to catch your breath. We don't mind you compare, we're gonna be the best. And no matter where you live, you need to come to our town. Not trying to brag, but we're the best deals around. Yeah, we're built for it, proud, and been tough since creation. Want your business so bad, you got it singing on your station. When others call you customers, then we call you friends. You know it's Dublin Ford Lincoln, we'll be your dealer till the end, come on.
Portions of this program are brought to you by Curry Companies and Curry Residential, your Caldwell banker, providing real estate services since 1902.
The town of Dexter is proud of the graduates of West Lawrence High School. Congratulations, Raiders, from the town of Dexter. Dexter, home of the Raiders.
People often ask me why I got into racing in the first place. Well, there are actually 3 reasons. 1, for the fun of it. 2, for the excitement. And 3, for the pizza.
Hurry into your Jet Food store today and don't forget to call ahead and we'll have your favorite Hunt's Brothers pizza made to order. Come to your hometown Jet Deli today.
Seniors, please stand. By the authority vested in me by the state of Georgia and the Lawrence County Board of Education, it is my honor and privilege to declare you to be graduates of West Lawrence High School with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. You may now move your tassels.
Dear God, thank you for blessing us with a safe and beautiful graduation ceremony. Thank you for your unconditional love that never fails. Thank you for the opportunities you have given us to grow together along this journey we are leaving behind today. It is because of you that we sit here today, honoring our accomplishments surrounded by our friends and family. Thank you for the administration and teachers that have impacted our lives along this journey and have helped to shape us into the people we are today. Thank you for the friendships that have been formed over the years with my fellow classmates. They will forever be cherished. Thank you for the support that we received along the way when we did not think today was possible. Lastly, thank you for the challenges that we have faced because they have strengthened us and given us hope for the future. Be with us as we go on to the next chapter in our lives and help us to keep you as our top priority. Lord, guide us into the plans you have for our futures, whether it be college, military service, or vocation. Help us to trust in you as we depart from West Lawrence today. Lord, please keep us safe as we continue to celebrate this wonderful accomplishment today and on our journeys back home. Amen.